a friend, here's what to say. Let's talk in English, 10 minutes every day. When you need a friend, here's what to say. Let's talk in English, 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Talk in English. My name is Peter. Welcome to the show.
Hi friends, I'm Pauline. So glad to be with you today.
Today's topic is e-report.
That's right, and today we're going to the National Taichung Theater.
Ooh, wow. Well, Pauline, do you like going to concerts?
Of course, who doesn't like going to concerts? I really like going to outdoor concerts in the summer, but I like to go to big concert halls too.
Yes, I love the feeling when everyone arrives, everyone's excited to see what's going to happen. Well, what about performances? Do you like dancing and drama?
Oh, yes. I love going to dances. Actually, my favorite is musicals because it has singing and dancing and music. It's great.
Wow, that's great. Yes, I went to see Carmen once, which is a wonderful musical. Well, friends, what about you? Do you like concerts? Do you like performances?
Well, if you do, I think today is going to be a great day for you. We're going to learn about a very special theater.
That's right. This building is very special as well. We'll walk around it and see what there is. But first, let's go to Jack for today's keywords.
Hello, 我们今天要介绍的是台中国家歌剧院 The National Taichung Theater。 名词 theater 可以指剧院或是电影院。台中国家歌剧院的建筑设计真的非常特别。The design of the building is very special. 名词 design 就是设计。它除了地板之外呢，没有一处是平的。Not one part of the building is flat. 形容词 flat 就是平的。这栋建筑的设计理念是要回归自然，所以呢，你在那里静静聆听的话，可以听到风吹过的声音哦。You can hear wind blowing. Blow 就是吹。这栋建筑也没有梁柱做支撑。There are no beams to support it. 动词 support 就是支持、支撑。这真是一栋很奇妙、令人赞叹的建筑。That's an amazing building. 形容词 amazing 就是令人惊奇的。没有梁柱的建筑到底是什么样的建筑呢？我们来看看吧。
What a beautiful day for an e-report. It looks like I'm walking through a park, doesn't it? But I'm not. I'm actually in a garden, and not just any garden. I am 6 stories up in the Sky Garden at the National Taichung Theater. This building is amazing, and I am here to learn all about it. Do you want to come along with me and explore? Let's go.
The National Taichung Theater is an opera house in Taiwan's third largest city, Taichung. It is a famous landmark in Taichung. It has 3 great indoor performance spaces. The Grand Theater has 2,007 seats. The Playhouse has 796 seats. And the Black Box has 200 seats. The theater also has an outdoor theater that connects to the Black Box. This creates a one-of-a-kind performance stage. Both local and international performances take place in these spaces. But what makes the theater really great is not just the shows performed in it, but the design of the building itself. The building is as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside. People from around the world come to visit the National Taichung Theater because it is a building like no other.
That's right. I got to go on this e-report, and it was so cool.
I know. Well, how about Taichung? That's Taiwan's third largest city, right?
Yes, that is where the National Taichung Theater is.
Okay, so let's talk about what a theater is.
Okay, well, this is a place that you go. There's a stage, and there will be a performance on the stage. Usually, it will be singing, dancing, or music, something like that.
Right, but this theater looks very special. Look at you in that sky garden. Was it really high up?
Yes, it was. 6 stories. And it is very huge. Many people can go to the top and walk around the garden.
Oh, I would like that. Just imagine, before you go to see a performance, you could walk outside. A performance is what you go to see at the theater, whatever it might be.
Yes, you said it, Pauline. But what makes this theater really great is not just the shows performed in it, but the design of the building itself. Here is Jack for more on this.
台中国家歌剧院最棒的地方，不只是来自国内外的精彩演出，而是这栋建筑本身的设计。But what makes the theater really great is not just the shows performed in it, but the design of the building itself. 所以我们可以说 What makes the theater great is the design of the building. 我们解析一下这个句子。句首的 What makes the theater great 是整句的主词。What 是代名词，表达什么事物。所以 What makes the theater great 就是使这剧院最棒的事物，就是 the design of the building 建筑的设计。我们来练习一下。What makes the movie beautiful is its music. 是音乐让这部电影非常的美。What makes me happy is family and friends. 让我快乐的是家人和朋友。
Thank you, Jack. So this is a very big building. How many performance spaces are there?
There are 3 different performance spaces.
Wow, in one building?
Yes, that's right. It was a very difficult building to build. There is the Grand Theater. This has 2,007 seats. The Playhouse has 796 seats. And the Black Box, which is a special small theater, has 200 seats.
Wow! How many people live in Taichung? That is so many seats for people to watch plays all at the same time.
No problem. You can take the train right to Taichung from Kaohsiung or Taipei.
Oh, I'll have to do that the next time I visit Taiwan.
You will. Well, friends, let's continue. Here's part 2. The design of this building is very special. Other than the floor, there is not one part that is flat. The walls and the ceiling are all curved, and it feels like I'm in a giant cave. This is not by accident. Actually, the designer of this building calls the National Taichung Theater a sound cave. He wanted to bring people back to nature, and I think he did a pretty good job.
The design of the National Taichung Theater looks simple, but it was actually very hard to build. Most buildings have beams and columns to support it. But when the Japanese architect Toyo Ito designed the building, he created it with no columns or beams. This was a big challenge for the builders. Before this building, no one had ever tried to build anything like it before. And many people said it couldn't be done. In fact, the Taichung city government met with 5 different construction companies before they found one who could build it.
Oh, wow, this building is very special.
Yes, it is. Now we learn more about this building. The National Taichung Theater is a building like no other.
When I see you walking around the building, I feel a little dizzy, or I don't quite know which way is up and down.
Yes, that is well said, Pauline. I felt the same way. Not one part of the building is flat, other than the floor. All of the walls and ceilings are curved.
Wow, yes, usually the walls of a building are straight, but these are the opposite. They have curves.
Yes, a circle is curved. Not one part of it is flat or straight. But a square is different. Its sides are straight or flat.
So this building must have taken a lot of work.
Yes, it did. And they needed to try some new things too. Before this building, no one had ever tried to build anything like it before. Isn't that amazing? Well, here is Jack for more on this.
以前从来没有人见过这样的建筑物。Before this building, no one had ever tried to build anything like it before. 我们来学句尾的 anything like it before， 它都是用在否定句，用来强调某样东西是史上唯一、最为独特的。比如，我看了一场非常厉害的魔术，就说 I've never seen anything like it before， 强调我从未看过这样的魔术。或者，我遇到一个穿着很奇特的人，因为太奇特了，我说 I've never met anyone like him before， 我从来没有见过像他这样的人。
Thanks, Jack. So, what else would you like to tell us about this building, Peter?
Well, the designer of the building wanted people to return back to nature. The building is supposed to feel like a cave, but it is much brighter and happier than just a normal cave.
Yes, I can see that.
So in the lobby, I saw some pools of water too. I was always looking around at the walls and the high ceilings.
Wow, it sounds like there is so much to see in that building.
There is. I spent the whole day walking around the place.
Oh, man, well, I can't wait to go the next time I get a chance.
Yes, you definitely have to go. Well, friends, we've talked a lot, and now we need to take a short break. We'll see you right after this. Don't go away.
Let's talk in English. 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, we have a special e-report. Not just because I got to go, but we get to see the National Taichung Theater.
That's right, and it sounds like an amazing building. Plus, I'm sure it has some great performances in it.
Yes, and I can't believe that we're finding new ways to build buildings even today. This is a great place to look around and see how we can try new things. Let's watch part 3 together.
Many people say the National Taichung Theater is the most difficult building to ever be built. In order to make Toyo Ito's design into a building, engineers needed to create and develop a new way of building. Usually, flat boards and concrete are used to create the walls of a building. But the walls of the National Taichung Theater had a curved design, and also no two walls were the same. Workers needed to create special steel cages with mesh on the outside to create the different shapes. Once the cages and mesh were in place, they poured concrete into them to make the walls. The whole theater is made up of 58 wall pieces that come together to create the open space design.
Before the workers could start building this theater, the engineers needed to see if their new way of building would work. So they built these test pieces to try it out. And now they stand outside of the theater to show everyone the hard work it took to make an idea real. You know, I really enjoyed learning how this theater was designed and built today. It makes me appreciate its beauty even more. And it reminds me not to be afraid to try new things. Sometimes we have an idea, but we're just too afraid to try. But you never know until you do. Well, this place is the perfect example of that. And they have pretty good restaurants, so I think I'm gonna try something new today as well. Friends, enjoy today, and this is Peter from eReport.
It's really fun to see this place. I almost feel like I have walked around the building with you, Peter.
Yes, it really is an amazing building.
But I do have a question. This, just looking at the building, it looks kind of simple. I know that it can't be. So what kind of work do they have to do to make this theater?
You are right. Most buildings have what we call beams and columns to support them. This is what is holding up the building so that it won't fall over.
Yeah, but Peter, this building doesn't have any of those.
You are right. When they got the design of the building, no one thought it was possible. In fact, the Taichung city government met with 5 different companies before they found one who could build it.
Wow, but now we can see that it can be done, although it wasn't easy.
Yes, they had to make a new way of building the walls with a metal mesh. Then they pour concrete into that mesh.
I saw that you got to take a look at one of the test pieces, right?
Yes, they look pretty strong to me.
So this way, the building can have amazing walls and big fun spaces.
It is also important for the sound of the building. The 3 performance spaces naturally sound great. Every performer would like to come here to perform.
And it even looks like there are great places to eat, too.
Well, yes, it was a fun building to explore. And I have to say, the sound of each room, each space was very different than any other building I have been to. I just felt so relaxed and comfortable wherever I was.
Wow, I think if I was a musician, I would love to play there.
Well, friends, thanks for joining us today, and we need to look at our key words. So let's review them together. Remember to say them along with us.
Here's your first key word for today. Theater. Theater. We saw a play at the theater.
Design. Design. I like the design of the new school.
Flat. Flat. The island is flat. There are no hills.
Blow. Blow. The wind is blowing today.
Support. Support. The walls support the ceiling.
Amazing. Amazing. I heard an amazing story. Okay, friends, keep on practicing these key words. And now it's time for Super Sentence Man.
Hey, welcome to Real Stories. I'm Denise Chambers, and on today's episode of Real Stories, our special guest is Eric Lindbergh. Hi, Eric.
Hi, everyone. Denise, thanks for having me on your show.
Eric, you're doing so many things to help the world now. But what do you think made you famous?
Well, it would be my grandfather, of course.
Eric is the grandson of the famous Charles Lindbergh, the first person to fly an airplane across the Atlantic Ocean. No one had ever done anything like it before.
Well, you see, that's what many people think, but actually...
Wait, that was a super sentence!
Oh, welcome to Real Stories, Super Sentence Man.
Well, thank you.
We're in the middle of an interview here on live TV.
I see. And there's no better place to share super sentences than on live TV. Hi, everyone. The super sentence for today is, no one had ever done anything like it before. Can you say it in another way?
Sure. Last week, my friend Rebecca made some cookies with tree leaves inside.
What?
No one had ever baked anything like it before. They tasted interesting.
Right. Well, that was a super sentence. No one had ever baked anything like it before. Wait, are you Eric Lindbergh? The grandson of the first person to fly an airplane across the Atlantic?
Well, that's what many people believe, but the truth is, many people had flown across the ocean before my grandfather did, but he was the first person to fly alone.
He flew from New York to Paris, right?
In 1927. Oh, the spirit of St. Louis. I love that story.
Super Sentence Man.
Yes?
May I please continue my interview here?
Yes, of course. Sorry. Just remember, a super sentence every day
will make your English great.
Do people interrupt your interviews often?
No. Actually, no one has ever interrupted like that before. I'm so sorry about that. No, it doesn't usually happen.
Well, friends, thanks for coming along with us today and looking at this beautiful building. Remember to try new things and maybe find people that can help your dream come true. Well, we hope you join us tomorrow for our Saturday review show. We'll see you then, right here on Let's Talk in English. Goodbye.